Okay, imagine this. Post-pandemic world and everything's back to normal. Everyone can travel again and the borders have reopened. So one day you have this friend who's so bored at home and invited you to fly to New York City to try out Dominique Ansel's delicious cronuts. Sounds great, right? I mean, you can't say no to New York. You're about to book a flight and then you remembered one crucial thing. You are a Filipino. Wait, what? Well, this is not all about discriminating against Filipinos, as this has nothing to do about this situation, but I have some good news for you. All Filipinos are required to obtain a US visa before they can legally enter the country. And what's more, the process takes weeks and it's quite expensive at $180. Wow. Wow. $180, that's around 10,000 pesos.
I declare bankruptcy!
Well, anyway, my name is Renz and I'm a travel content creator. And today, let's find out as to why Filipinos are required to obtain a visa before they can travel abroad. We have heard all those terrifying stories from Filipino travelers, and one of which is when the consul denies their visa application.
How old are you?
Sir, I'm 20.
Working?
No more, sir. I stopped working already. I was a teacher.
Your mother left you?
I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
Yes, sir.
When?
When I was 10 years old.
Why did your parents separate?
No! God, please, no!
My mother went to America because her sister died. And she never returned.
I know that scene from Sana Maulit Muli was overly dramatic, but yeah, it happens in real life. Without these travel documents, you won't be allowed to board your flight, even if you have purchased a round-trip ticket. In some consuls, once they deny your visa application, you have to wait for another 6 months before you can reapply for a tourist visa. But you might ask, why do Americans, for example, can fly without a visa to Europe, United Kingdom, or Australia? Does it sound unfair to you? Well, kind of, and honestly, I'm quite jealous. But this all boils down to immigration laws, politics, and economics. A visa is an official document that allows the bearer to legally enter a foreign country. The visa is usually stamped or glued into the bearer's passport. There are several different types of visas, each of which affords the bearer different rights in the host country. For the sake of brevity, we shall concentrate on tourist visas. The Philippine passport currently ranks in 75th place according to the Guide Passport Ranking Index. It provides visa-free access to 65 destinations, but requires a visa to enter about 164 destinations in the world, including the United States. Most countries require Filipinos to submit visa requirements such as certificate of employment, bank certificate, income tax return, latest ID photos, and the application form. While some, like the US, require applicants for a one-on-one interview apart from bringing the plethora of requirements, as if these documents aren't enough. A visa is a permission to enter the country. A passport is just identification. That's all there is to it. It's a country's way of saying, yes, we allow you to be here. A passport cannot do the same thing though, since it's issued by your home country and not the country you want to visit. Many countries have visa policies and agreements that allow their citizens to travel freely between them without the need for a visa. For example, Canadians and Americans do not need visas to travel to each other's countries, only valid travel documents. However, Canadians do need visas to travel to Bhutan, for example, since no visa agreement exists between the two nations. There are two issues at play here: security and reciprocity. In security, all countries have a vested interest in protecting their borders. Primary concerns are physical security, that is, not allowing people through the border who mean to harm your country, and economic, that is, not allowing people into your country who intend to work or collect benefits illegally. Visas are given out to individuals who can prove that they are not a risk to your nation's health, physically or economically. When we talk about reciprocity, it's a little insulting, at some level, to be told that your country represents a risk to another country. Filipinos need a visa to enter the United States, say because the US is worried that they are either part of a terrorist organization or they're looking for a way to economically exploit the American society. US citizens aren't known to be a risk on either of these fronts, but the Philippines don't require Americans a visa before entering the country unless they're planning to stay here for more than 30 days. If the United States decided that they no longer required Filipinos to get visas, the Philippines would very likely do the same. The terms of a visa, like how much it costs, how many entries you're allowed, and how long the visa is valid for, are usually negotiated between each country's diplomats. In a nutshell, all countries do, or at least used to, issue visas. For the country itself, it allows them to decide who they let in, and to track whom and how many they let in. Honestly, I would get jealous of some of my friends who hold a US, Canadian, or Australian passports because these are some of the world's most powerful ones in terms of visa restrictions. But you know what? It's all about perspectives. While it's a far-fetched thought for a Filipino to just book a flight to the US or Europe the very next day, having a brown passport doesn't stop me from traveling abroad. While I don't dream to visit every single country in the world because I don't want to get stressed by the requirements and restrictions, applying for a tourist visa is already an adventure itself on its own. While Americans begin their journey the moment they step outside the plane, but for us Filipinos, the adventure begins right after we submit our visa requirements. The agony of waiting starts right after that moment. You get excited and nervous at the same time, but there's nothing we can do but wait and hope for the best. I hope through this video, people would feel less intimidated by the visa requirements. I know it's kind of intimidating, but instead, let's inspire each other, you know? And also, your brown passport does not dictate your fate in traveling. It all lies in you. Seriously, it all lies in you. So if you like this video, don't forget to click the like and subscribe buttons, as well as the notif bell so that you'll be the first one to know that I have new content here on YouTube. And if you have any questions, just type that away at the comment section down below. So once again, this is your boy Renz saying adios amigos and hope we can travel again soon. What else? Stay safe and have a good day everyone. Cheers mate.